Okay, so it's time to build a more comprehensive application, and we're going to go for a pretty standard one, which is a to-do application, so a task list. And you'll see here that in this instance, because it's more complicated, Origin has built a project plan with multiple stories. And the first one is just to build a simple ability to add tasks. You can see it's creating an architecture that includes a database, so it's going to save this, it's going to persist this data for us automatically. We haven't had to tell it that, it's figured all that out. And here's the first version that it's come up with. So it's a simple list. Let's check that it works by adding maybe a couple of things. There we go. So save that to a database. Let's just try another one. Remember, this is just the first part of the project plan. It's broken it up into a series of tasks that make sense, just like a human product team. So I'm going to say, yep, that first story was done correctly. And it said, great, thank you. You can see it's moved on to the second story, which is to produce a strike through, a marking task as complete. But it's also saved a checkpoint over here on the time travel section. So if we want, we can go back to that first story at any point. We can revert the solution back to that first story. So let's see now how that looks. Has that worked? Let's try adding something to the list. So this time we're looking to see this new feature, to be able to add and to mark tasks as complete. And sure enough, we can see a little strike through there. That seems to be working. So we'll say yes, and Origin will automatically then move on to the next story, which is to add this delete functionality. Let's see how that's worked out. Again, add something to the list. And yeah, so we can see we've now also got a delete button. Let's see, check it works, which it does. So now we're going to tell it that that story has finished working completely, and it will now move on to the final story, which it had come up with in the plan, which again wasn't something we asked for, but it's a counter. It's decided that this would be a good feature for us. It's not expecting us to spell everything out for us. Let's check to make sure that works. We've got a new counter at the top. Let's check that it goes to 1 once we add a task. And sure enough, that works. So now we can say yes, and we can go on to building more features.